tomorrow's the big day, the season opener against Darlington. How excited are you to kick things off?
Oh, we can't wait, to be honest with you. We got the last session done this morning. The boys are in really good spirits as well, which is fantastic. It took a lot of information on board. We've had a really tough pre-season with some really good games, some really good aspects of it as well, which have been fantastic. We just can't wait to get on that bus at Upper State tomorrow morning and get that 4-hour trek in us and get the season started. I think it's one of those where pre-season, it's so essential to how you build your season up. Touch wood, actually, we've only lost Danny King to knock at Cinderford, but everyone else at the moment is fighting fit, which is brilliant. And it's one of those pre-seasons. It's a necessity, but you just want to get the real stuff started off. So, as I say, we're all really excited for tomorrow and for the next hopefully 10 months.
And yesterday you managed to get another deal done with Sion Spence signing. How happy are you to get him on board?
Do you know what? Sean's a fantastic player and he'll be a really, really good footballer for us. I think he's a little bit off in terms of fitness-wise at the minute, so that's something that we need to work on. Due to the fact that he's not really had much of a pre-season, he come into us, he did a couple of sessions before Bath, and then obviously he played in the game against Oxford as well, featured in that one. Listen, he's a lad that I was tracking last year when he was at Bristol Rovers. Did I realistically think we were going to get him? No. Have we got him? Yes, which is fantastic on a good deal for the club as well. And Sean's one of them that just needs to kickstart his career. He can get goals from midfield. He can play as an 8. He can play as a 10. I don't think he can play as a 4 as yet physically, but he's an exciting project, and we're very lucky to have him part of the group, as with the others that have come in as well.
And how big a part has pre-season played in allowing the team to sort of bond and gel together ahead of what's hopefully going to be a promising campaign?
Pre-season from day one's been tough. You ask the boys, it's tough, but it's been enjoyable. I don't see the need of running people to the point of death every single day that we've been in. It has been tough, but we've also mixed it up a little bit. We went to Stratford Lido and had a swim for an hour or so, which was good. We mixed that up. We also went off to obviously John's Fight Factory, and they had a really, really tough session on the Thursday afternoon prior to the Oxford one, and the feeling behind that was basically to let them play that whole 90 minutes under fatigue, so they know what it's like. We got the end result out of that through the Oxford game. The lads were stiff as a board going into it. We come out of it with a 3-3. We scored some really good goals. We conceded some awful ones, but they need to think under pressure and they need to think under fatigue, and it's very hard mentally. When you're absolutely knackered. So they've just done they did 90 minutes with that with Oxford. So that was the really pleasing aspect with me. But the group has grown week in and week out. With the more additions, the more excitable people get, the more obviously people think looking over their shoulders, because no place is given in this now. The 11 is picked basically on a necessity to go and win the game, not just because you're here. I still think we're a couple lacking, so we'll look to do that probably in terms of loans, and we'll look and bring the right ones in that can add to the group. But as I say, as it's gone on, myself and the staff, we've grown together, the players have grown together, and we just can't wait to get the season going.
And finally, going into the new campaign, there's been an update with the captaincy situation. Just talk us through what's happened there. Yeah,
I just think it's always something that I wanted to start off in pre-season. We've got a leadership group now, which consists of, we've got a team captain, a club captain, a team captain, and a vice captain. Also on the back of that is a couple of roles for other senior members of the group. So Daniel Ledbetter will become the club captain. He will be responsible for all the day-to-day stuff in and around it. Dorse will still continue to be the team captain. He's a fantastic leader, especially when you see him on the pitch, and he's a huge driving force. Tommy O'Sullivan will become the vice captain. I think it's a role he can really look to utilise, and it's also a role that I see him potentially doing in a year or so's time here. They're 3 blokes and 3 players, that first and foremost, I trust fundamentally. They're consistent. They give us 7, 8 out of 10s week in and week out. They'll constantly be on the pitch, and they're good leaders in their own rights. Ben Nugent and Matty McClure make up the other 2 leadership roles. I'll go into them probably a little bit later, but as I say, those 5 represent me and represent the football club in what we want in terms of our standards, both on and off the pitch. That change room will be policed by them. It won't be policed by me. The standards that I want from both on it and then off it in terms of our community work and stuff will be led through that 5 as a group, and I think it's important for those to really step up and and to bring the others up with them as well. So as I say, something a lot different to last year. As I said, people might look at it and think, oh, you're taking a lot of responsibility from Dorse. Yes, I am taking a lot of responsibility from Dorse, because it's a hell of a lot to be able to manage and juggle a football club. I saw it last year at times. He had the world on his shoulders, and it's not fair. He's a fantastic talent, a really, really good bloke as well. Wants to do what's right for Gloucester and his career as well, and for every individual that's around it. He drives the group on. So just alleviating some of the jobs that he has to do, we'll probably see an increase in his performance, hopefully. And added with that, with Tommy, the next level as part of his being vice captain as well, hopefully will then lead to his performances becoming more manly, which I half expect him to do. He's a fantastic midfield player, and I'm blessed to probably have 2 of the best I feel in the league. And obviously with Ledsy, he's been there, done it, seen it, knows how the football club works, knows how I work. I've got a good relationship with him as well, so he will be in charge of the community stuff and getting players to certain places, and it's all different aspects of a job that supporters don't see, but is vital, and it's not fair for one man to burden that. So as I say, I'm big enough and ugly enough now to take everything on board of the football club and run it the way I see fit. So for me, it's trying to get the very best out of these players and get them performing on the pitch. And I feel with this leadership group, with the standards that we produced last year, the back end of last year, now going into this year, if we can replicate that, we'll have an exciting year.